Hey, win on me, win on three. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Win!
Oh, yeah.
Stop playing with a P! 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 Stop playing with a P!
Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Facebook James, and welcome to This Week in Pali Football. Man, I know it's kind of late night. It's about 8:45 or so over here on the West Coast, the best coast. However, man, we're going to do what we need to do just to promote everything Pali Football. So those of you who are watching, or if you're going to catch the replay, do me a favor. You can also just let me know where you're watching from. Give me a Go Pally in the comments if you just happen to joining live. And even if you are joining late, you can go ahead and throw a hashtag Go Pally. That way I know that you've watched and you're kind of informed about Pali Football. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Man, we have a grip of things to kind of discuss and talk about. But first and foremost, let me have you, first of all, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, to This Week in Pali Football. That way, anytime we drop a brand new video or happen to go live, you will be notified. So just thank you for watching. Really, really appreciate you. Man, we got a lot to cover tonight. And so, right now we're 6-0. We are 6-0. We are 6-0. And it feels too good. So good. Not only the varsity, man, but the JV team as well. JV team is rocking the 6-0 record. And so we're just so proud of our JV boys. We're proud of our varsity team. Everyone right now is rocking a 6-0 record as we go into, I believe this is week 7. And this week we play, actually we have a couple of games. We have a couple of teams that we're going to face, but let's go ahead and give you the rundown really, really quick. And then we'll talk about recapping last week's game against Venice. And then we'll also tell you about the games that are coming up. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. Of course, tomorrow is our game against University High School. University High School will be coming. Let me go ahead and drop some music, man. Let's drop some music real quick. Yeah, there you go. So University High School is coming over to the stadium by the sea. And I hope they bring their A game. We know that they do not have a JV team. So their varsity team has agreed to come over and, participate in a contest against the 6-0 Dolphin squad. So that's what's going down tomorrow. And then next week, it's a big game. And, not trying to look past University, but I'm thinking that we will be 7-0 going into next week. I'm hoping so. And there's a lot of buzz around Hamilton's team as well. At the creation of this particular video, they're also undefeated. And so I believe they're either 5-0 or 6-0 as well. And so what they have done something historic as it relates to University. What they're going to do because it is their homecoming game, they have agreed to order some lights, set up some lights so that we can have a Friday afternoon and Friday night game. And so next Friday, we will be at Hamilton High School. Our JV team will play at 4:00, and our varsity team will play at 7:00 there at Hamilton High School. And so they're bringing in some lights for their homecoming game. And so that's one of the favorite games that I always talk about with some of the past Pali football players, just how we were down several years ago, 28-0 at halftime, and we came back and won the game 35-0. I'm sorry, 35-28, I believe was the final score in that game. So that's one of my favorite games. And so Hamilton, they're supposed to be pretty good. So we'll see. We'll see if they can match up well against our Dolphin teams. And then the week after that, The week after that is our homecoming game. That's right, our homecoming game, and we're welcoming Fairfax into the Stadium by the Sea. And so they're going to come and be our opponent that particular night. I'm not too sure. Hopefully, I think they have a JV squad. I'm hoping that they do. They traditionally do have a very nice JV squad, and so we know about their varsity squad as well. And so they're coming in about 2 weeks over to the Stadium by the Sea. And so those are the next 3 games that's coming up, and just come on out and support Dolphin football. And it's just so great. I can't wait. I really can't wait till tomorrow night against Uni. And so again, go get your tickets on fango.co. That's how you can get into the game tomorrow night and purchase your games. Come on out, support the JV squad. They're going to go at 4 o'clock, and we'll talk about them in a few moments, about their opponent. And then, of course, the varsity game at 7 o'clock. So just come on out and support that particular game tomorrow night. And I believe we'll have the concessions will be open. We'll have merchandise and things of that nature. So come on, support Pali Football as much as you can, as best as you can, with the food, concessions, merchandise. We're going to be there. We're going to be ready. The boys will be ready to hit the field and play a wonderful game. Now, let me go ahead and say this really, really quick. Tomorrow is actually a special night. It's a special night. And so before, I think we had advertised having our senior night and homecoming night the same night. However, what we decided to do is we decided to move senior night till tomorrow night. And so we're going to honor all of our senior football players tomorrow night. And so families of senior players, this is a wonderful night because you will have a chance to come down to the field and take a picture with your senior. And so it's been a pretty cool tradition the past couple of years. I think I have a couple of photos just to show you. And so usually what we'll do, we'll have the families come down, and there's like a cutout jersey, which is like a keepsake, right? The kids can keep that, or families can keep that and post it somewhere in their garage, in their family room, wherever. The boys might want to keep it in their room, wherever the case might be. And so that's always a wonderful time. Families will have an opportunity to take a player with their favorite Pali football player on the field. And so we're going to honor all of our seniors. And so this was Jack Stanzel's family a couple of years ago. And I think we have one more family as well. Jared Laviolette, who played a couple of years ago, and that's his family right there. And so, it might be too late for you to get all decked out like this particular family, but this is a time where parents and usually the moms will wear the opposite jersey of the player. So, we have several jerseys. I think we have an all black one, we have a white one, and a blue one. And so, the moms or dads, I think I tried to wear that jersey one time and it was too tight for me to wear. So usually the mom or the sister will wear the opposite jersey, and then at the end we'll take a picture on the field. And so just a wonderful night to honor all of our seniors on the football team. So if you're a senior, you were looking for the parents to come out and participate, and it's going to be a wonderful night. And so here's just a couple of reminders. Try to get there by 6 o'clock. And usually what happens in between the JV game and the varsity game, that's when we typically recognize our seniors as they're warming up. And so there'll be a time where we'll have them come over to the sideline and call their name, and they get a chance to run around, and the player presents their favorite family member, usually the mom, with like a rose or some kind of token or something like that. And then also they'll have their picture taken by one of our photographers. And so it's a wonderful night, a wonderful way. And so here's just a couple of quick reminders. Of course, be there by 6 o'clock. That'll be a wonderful, wonderful thing to ensure that you're there for your senior. And as always, we want the senior family present. Come and be a part. Just be a part and have some fun. Lots of smiles. These boys, especially if they've been on the squad for years, they've really worked hard. So just come on out, have some fun. And then, of course, just encourage everyone to have a smile and be ready to smile for the camera. So that's what we're doing tomorrow night. We're honoring these boys right here. So if you're a senior parent, come on out, participate, and we just look forward to having a whole bunch of smiles going on as we celebrate our senior boys. And I believe our senior cheerleaders as well, and maybe managers. If we have senior managers, they're also part of the presentation as well. So come on out tomorrow night as we seek to celebrate all of our seniors. Man, that's a mouthful right there. And so, before we get into the coach's corner, can we just talk about the Venice game last week? Wow. It was a big turnaround from last season, from the COVID football season, as Coach Hyde kind of called it. 36-0 was the final score in that particular game when we played them in the spring. And I'm not too sure what happened. I don't know what happened. Of course, Pali, we haven't lost a game since that last Venice game.
Woo. All right, everyone. Facebook James here.
I'm sorry. But we came ready to play last week. And so Venice, man, it was just a different team that we faced. Our boys really prepared very, very hard. And of course they wanted to continue the undefeated streak. And so they worked hard according to the coach. And I'll show you that video clip. I kind of got ahead of myself. But it's a big difference between the COVID Pali football team against Venice and then the team that took the field last week against Venice. It was a wonderful game, and we pretty much, I would say, dominated most of the game. They have a pretty nice QB. I believe his name was Paul Kessler. Our defense, and I have some stats for you as well. Check this out. Paul Kessler, their QB, he was 11 of 19 for 71 yards, 1 touchdown. Man. And I think coming into that game, Venice was 1-2. So I'm not too sure what's going on over there with their team. I don't know if they had the same players, if the players bounced, I'm not too sure. But I just know, and also the coaches, and we'll get to Coach Jonah Mannheim's video in a second, they came ready to play. And so it was just good for the boys to get out there and do what they've done all season, which is play very, very hard. Let me go ahead and give you some more stats about our Pali football team. So passing Sammy Silva, Dylan Hasid is out. He has a leg injury. He's looking to come back near the end of the season. But Sammy Silva, he did a pretty good job, pretty decent job. He was 18 of 29, 301 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Wow, that's pretty dope. Rushing, of course, our own Daniel Ano was 15 carries, 176 yards, and 1 touchdown. And his longest touchdown run was 74 yards. And so they were trying their best to stop him. But I think he got loose a couple of times, and he ended up having 176 yards with 1 touchdown. And then receiving, man, the receiving core was doing their thing. Eli Gadusham, he continued in the Gadusham way. Xavier Smith also caught a couple of passes, but so did Quasi Gilmer. But this dude right here, Moses Ross, man, he's living up to his name. He's taking his team to the promised land. He had 7 receptions for 162 yards, and all 3 of Sammy's touchdowns went straight to Moses Ross. And so his longest was 75 yards. So that was great for that particular receiver to kind of get on the board the way he did. He had a breakout game last week, and so we're just kind of proud of him doing what he does on the field, and we just hope that it continues, not that it stops, but we just want it to continue for the rest of the season. And let me also say, because we really talk about the defense, the offense, the defense stepped up as well. So here's some stats from according to Max Preps and what I found. Our defense really did what they were supposed to do. So we had 2 sacks during the game. Liam Herrera and also Trinity Camden each had a sack, and so that's pretty cool. Toby Mannheim had 9 tackles, solos, and assisted combined. So did Chris Washington. Josiah, man, Christopher, he did his thing. And then we had several Pali players who had 7 tackles each. So we're looking at Liam again, Trinity, and also Jack Babala had 7 tackles as well. So the boys really showed up last week, showed out, did what they needed to do, And it was just a wonderful win last week. And, it was like a cordial win. It wasn't like a trash talking kind of win. A lot of the Venice boys and the Pali boys, they know each other. Either they went to middle school together or just knowing each other from around the way. And so at the end of the game, when we traditionally, we don't do the handshakes, but we just kind of wave from the sidelines. And so even after that, the players still kind of greeted each other, those that knew each other. And so it was just a great win, a great show of sportsmanship on behalf of both teams. And so even one of the Venice players who had to shout me out, he was like, hey, what's up, Facebook James? I'm just like, really? How do you know about the man, the myth, the legend of Facebook James? But I was just like, all right, what up, dude? How you feeling? So it was a great game. And so we're just looking forward tomorrow for the boys to do what they've done all season, which is dominate and play really, really hard and get that win. So let's go ahead and hear from Coach Jonah Mannheim. I had an opportunity just to kind of talk with him shortly after the game. And so these are his words. Let's go ahead and cut to the tape. Jonah Mannheim.
Woo. All right, everyone. Facebook James here. My glasses are kind of, filled with condensation. But I got my man here, Jonah Mannheim, QB coach. Man, good win tonight against Venice, man. What was the secret weapon?
Secret weapon, I think, was, there's no secret weapon. It was a team effort across the board. We expected them to come into the box and try and stop Hugo, who last game had 300 yards rushing.
Yeah.
And they were going to come out here and try and make Sammy pass the ball, who's a young sophomore quarterback. This is his second start.
Yeah.
So he came out tonight and executed. He had a great week of practice, did exactly what he was supposed to today, and exceeded our expectations and beat a good opponent. So that's what we like to hear.
Man, very different feeling from other Venice Pali games at the outset. It just didn't feel like a true rivalry game with all the rah-rah. But the boys were able to settle in. And I think Sammy, like you said, if he had a good week of practice, it really showed out on the field.
I think the whole team had a really good week in practice. I mean, there was an elite level of focus throughout the entire week. And these guys came in hungry and ready to go and knew that they had a mission and a job to do. And they came out here and wasn't going to let anyone stop us. So
absolutely,
great
man.
Week of practice lead to a great week of, a great game. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, if we could, you mentioned Daniel Hugo Ano.
Yeah.
Last week, he just kind of went off, 292 yards, 4 touchdowns, man. I'm sure he probably ran over 100 yards this game. And they kind of keyed in on him and in the running game.
And that's what we expected. We expected that. And the fact that Sammy was able to do what we were able to do, and our receivers were able to go out there and make plays. Moses had 3 touchdowns, a great one back here in this corner of the end zone. It's all overall team effort.
Absolutely.
Teams thought that we may come in here be one-dimensional, and we came out here and we're a balanced offense and a great defensive effort across the board. We're good to go.
Absolutely. So next week we have University.
Yep.
And so, I'm sure you guys are going to bring the noise and be ready to play next week.
Yes, sir.
And so just continued success, man. Let's, right now we're 6-0.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit. So
yeah, this team has high expectations, and we every day in practice we keep ourselves to that standard of play and that standard of effort, and that shows. And this team wants it. So let's see how we go progress throughout the rest of the league.
Absolutely. Well, go celebrate the win with the rest of your team, man.
Thank you.
That's QB coach Jonah Mannheim getting a kiss
Coach
from
Garcia.
Coach Garcia. Thanks for watching. Facebook James.
Go Pali.
There you go, right there. Yeah. So I like what Coach Jonah, I would say offensive coordinator, one of the assistant offensive coordinators, along with Coach Motts. I like what he said about the elite level of focus. The elite level of focus. And so we're just hoping that they continue to have that focus, that championship caliber mindset that will carry them through the rest of the season. And it's easy to lay down and say, you know what, we got this game over Uni. And just when you think that you got them, just when you think that you have them, they're going to come and do some stuff and play. And, maybe we don't play so well. But with that elite level of focus, then we can be as sharp as we can be in all phases of the football game: offense, defense, and special teams. And so just appreciate Jonah Manheim, QB coach, offensive coordinator, along with Coach Rocky Mott's. Man, whatever game plan they had ready for last week, I'm sure that they're going to be equally ready to face the university football team tomorrow night. And so also I had a chance to talk to Moses Ross. And so let's hear what Moses Ross had to say about the win against Venice.
All right, I'm here with Moses Ross, man. Man, you were kind of on fire tonight, man. Tell us about just your ability to get open and get 3 touchdowns tonight. What's up with that, bro?
I just know I got to step up. That's what I did. Team followed behind. Got 3 touchdowns. I like it.
You like it? Okay. So was this your first Venice game?
Second.
How does this differ from the last one that you played in?
Better I'm not gonna say better coaches, but we adjust as fast. Like, we knew that if we step up, and attack and be aggressive, we knew that we can beat them.
Absolutely. And man, what about Sammy Sylvia just getting the ball to you, man?
Yeah, man, he a fast adjuster. He can adjust real quick.
Absolutely.
That's what I like about Sammy.
Absolutely. Well, go celebrate, man. Congratulations. Next week, let's do it again against University.
You already know.
All right. That was that was Moses Ross taking his team to the promised land with 3 touchdowns tonight against Venice High School.
Man, so again, Moses is just doing his thing, man, just catching almost everything that came his way. And so just so proud of those boys in the way they won last week against Venice. And so, again, just hoping that they continue tomorrow night against University. And so now we're on to the JV report. Man, I did not have a chance to talk to Coach Marsden. However, I will tell you that the JV team also won last week, 29-0 against the Venice squad. And so, Coach was saying that he was hoping that they just held down the accelerator in the second half. They did very well in the first half. However, in the second half, things kind of fell apart for them. And so even though they got the win, he was kind of not so happy about the way they finished the game. He wanted them to finish the game the same way that they started the game. And so they're looking to play. Now, here's the thing. University does not have a JV squad. That's right. They do not have a JV squad. So at the beginning of the week, our JV squad was not going to play. However, Coach Marsden and the Pali athletic department was able to put together or have someone come to the Stadium by the Sea. And so the JV team tomorrow night will be playing a team from Newberry Park. And I believe Newberry Park is in Thousand Oaks or somewhere in the valley. And so they're coming over to kind of play our game. It's a non-league game. They're not part of our regular Western League, so it's a non-league game. And so we're looking for them to come through and, give us what they got, right? We faced Lawndale, who is a non-league team. And so this will be the second non-league team that we're going to face. We traditionally don't face Birmingham. However, the game was put together against Birmingham. And so, Coach is just trying to play. He's like, look, we have a stadium. We will play. Come to us. And so this game has been arranged. So 4:00 it's going down tomorrow. Stadium by the Sea. Come on out and just let's root on our JV squad as they also seek to go 7-0. And so just so very happy for Coach Marsden and the rest of the JV squad over there. Keep it up, fellas. Keep it up. Keep it up. All righty. Now we're moving to the segment where we have what I call the player profile, right? Player profile. And so
Hey everyone, this is Facebook James. I'm again here with Nick Radden, a senior O-lineman. We used to call him Baby Nick because we had a larger dude and we just called him Nick. And so he inherited the name Baby Nick, but now I think we just call him Big Nick.
Yeah.
Big Nick Radden. So
Yeah.
welcome, man. So let me ask you, man, how long have you been playing football?
So I started my freshman year. It was sweet. I remember coming out here. Everyone was having fun. We were working hard. We were weeding out the week, and I just loved that.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so you didn't play Pop Warner at all?
no, not at all.
Okay, all right, that's cool, that's cool. Now, who's your favorite football team?
It's got to be the Rams or the Bears.
Rams or the Bears? Okay,
Yeah.
why the Bears?
My dad grew up in Chicago,
Okay.
and so that's his team, and we just recently got the Rams, so
Okay,
it's more of a home team.
Now, what do you think about Chase Fields as a QB?
It's something to think about.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, something to think about. What about Matthew Stafford, a veteran coming over? Jared Goff got bounced over to the Lions. So what do you think about?
Very, very excited. I like it.
excited?
I think,
Okay.
I think they'll go far.
Okay, all right. Well, we hope so, man. I hope so.
Yeah.
So let's just tell us a little bit about the position you play. Now, you're on the O-line, right?
Yeah, I'm on the O-line.
What do you like about playing on the O-line?
It's just physical. You get to hit someone every play, and that's awesome. It's like, a wide receiver, sometimes you're catching the ball, sometimes you're not. Running back, sometimes you're running the ball, sometimes you're not. O-line, you're blocking every single play. You got to do it, and if I don't do my job, it'll mess the offense up. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, no, I learned an appreciation from watching, my son play O-line.
Yeah.
And during his playing time, he had a lot of pancakes.
Yeah.
So do you like, developing or laying your defenders out like a pancake?
Yeah, I mean, making them feel weak and inferior is a great feeling. Making yourself the better man, throwing them on the ground, it's always fun. Something fun to do.
Okay, sounds good, sounds good. So I know you have a little water activity going on behind us, but we're going to go ahead and push through. You're playing your senior year, man. What kind of memories so far do you have playing in the Stadium by the Sea?
Just the fans, like walking out of the tunnel, the goosebumps I would get from running out of the tunnel, hearing the fans yell, stretching, warming up. It was a different feeling. It's something I'll never have again, or might not ever have again.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, let's just talk about your senior campaign. Have you set any goals for you? I know it's kind of hard. It's not like a skill position where you can say, hey, I would like to throw maybe 500 yards and maybe catch for 40 passes. I know as an O-lineman, it's kind of hard to set those goals.
Yeah,
But
of
what
course.
goals have you set for yourself? I mean, maybe the number of pancakes or what kind of goals do you have for this upcoming season?
So I set a lot of physical goals for myself, jump roping, doing physical activities every day to reach some of them. Some of them are, getting a 20 pancake game.
Okay.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just
Enormous.
and then just not letting anyone come in on a pass rush.
Okay. Good. Okay. All right. That's good.
So.
All right. Now, what about playing at the next level? I just finished talking to one of your teammates, and he mentioned, I wouldn't mind playing a D1. What about you? Do you have aspirations on playing on the next level?
I would love to play D1. D1 would be awesome, but it's just where I'm at physically. I have to figure it out, and so if I have a great senior year, which I'm hoping I will, I hope I get that opportunity. But if I don't, I'll see where it takes me. Either I go to JUCO or community college, just to get to that next level.
Absolutely. And matter of fact, there are some of your former teammates I know who are right down the road at Santa Monica. I think Kenny Klein, Forrest. Forrest is there. Forrest Brock, he's there, and so that's also an opportunity. Don't count out D2, D3, or NAIA schools, because if you just want to play football and they have a good program, that might be a good fit for you as well.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're finishing up, and I just want to ask 4 final questions in what I call 4 downs with Facebook James. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, cool. So first down, who are your favorite teammates on the varsity team with you?
So my favorite teammates, I'd have to say a couple of the O-linemen. It's Jonathan Bizante, he's our right tackle, right guard right now. Corey Ehrlich, he's our center right now. And then linebacker Jack Babala. Safety Johnny Babla, another linebacker Toby Mannheim, and then tight end Eli Gadusham.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So you got a well-rounded of skills and linemen. So that's good to know. Okay.
Yeah.
Second down. Your favorite place to eat in the village?
So I'd actually have to say Ronnie's, because even though it's not right in the village, it's
Okay.
right over there, and I love that place. I've been going there since the first grade.
Ronnie's?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of food do they have?
They've got Mexican burgers, chicken tenders, fries.
Okay.
It's
All
a little deli, so it's,
right.
it's sweet. I love it.
All right, shout out to Ronnie. I'm gonna have to check you out. Third down. Okay, easy one. What is your favorite subject here at Pali?
I'd have to say math.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and who is your favorite math teacher?
Probably Miss Anoy. She was my teacher for freshman and sophomore year.
Okay.
And so I loved the way she taught and everything about it.
Okay. And then last thing, fourth down. Who's a better head coach? Coach Hyde or Coach Hyduke? No, don't answer that. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. they're both different in their own ways.
Absolutely.
Hyduke coached Hyde, so that's something I love to think about. It's like whenever Hyde was coaching me up, I was like, Hyduke also taught this to him, so I always think about that whenever I was playing for Hyde.
Man, that's a good answer. Actually, they're both
very different coaches, I feel
very
like.
different coaches, and we're going to miss Coach Hyde, and I love the way that Coach Hyduke has picked up, from where Coach Hyde left off, and he's continuing the tradition here at Pali. So, good luck on the season, man.
Thank you.
This has been Nick Radden. He's been upgraded to Big Nick, number 77. So just look out for him. Getting all those pancakes. He's trying to go for 20 pancakes a game. And so hopefully, even if he gets half of those, that's still an enormous accomplishment. So thanks for your time, bro.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate it.
Of course.
Man, and there you have it right there, man. That is our show. Just so proud of Big Nick and the boys up front. He references his buddies, Pizzante, Mannheim, just Babala. All those guys who are just doing some of the dirty work on the defense and offensive line. And so just great to hear from a big guy. We always hear from the offensive guys. And so just good to hear from Big Nick Radden. And so, man, that's all we got tonight, you guys. And so I really appreciate you watching. If you're watching live, that's cool. But if you're watching the replay, just do me a favor. Just go ahead and hit that hashtag #GoPali. And that'll be very, very cool. Hey, check it out. I appreciate you watching. And just, if you watch this before our game against University, man, I'm hoping that we can see you there. You can purchase your tickets on gofan.co. Just look up Palisades Charter High School, purchase your tickets online, and you'll be good to go. And then also, for the senior families, come on out and support our seniors who've been on the football team for, maybe 1, 2, 3, or 4 years. Just come on out. We're going to honor them tomorrow night in between the JV game and the varsity game against Uni. And, of course, always a 4 o'clock game against Newberry Park, who's going to travel from the West San Fernando Valley, I believe Thousand Oaks, somewhere over there. They're going to come over to the Stadium by the Sea and have some fun against our 6-0 JV team. Our varsity team is 6-0, so we're looking forward to both of our teams going undefeated tomorrow night. So just check back in with me. We'll be here next week, and we'll try to come at a time where everyone can participate. We can have a lot more eyes on this particular video. But for now, you guys take care. God bless. And as always, go Pali. Peace out. Take care.
Hey, win on me, win on 3, ready, 1, 2, 3. Win!
Yeah!
Stop playing with a P! Stop playing! play with it. We stop playing with it.